Good morning, Lori. Trying some different things today. We'll see how they work out. Anyway, starting off the morning, we have RX that has popped through the roof. Got an investment from Nvidia, and of course, I'm already in something that Nvidia has partnered with, which is BMR. But we'll see. RX. I haven't really looked into these too much yet. But I am just kind of analyzing the volume as of now. Right now, our top 10, we have RXRX, AULTHCTI, which I think these have gone down a little bit. Thought they were up like 100 something percent, but they've gone down just a little bit. CVKD, Tesla, Lucid, Rivian, NIO, ATVI, and PLTR are our top 10 volume movers above $2. So it may be something below it, but that's not my forte. We did have a couple of poppers from yesterday as well that I saw during the day. GDTC, SOS, PRFX, and BDRX were absolutely ripping yesterday, and I don't even know if was any specific company news on these. I mean, they were just exploding. And I was like, okay, well, that's crazy. But I didn't end up touching any of those. I also see oil coming back up to the 75s. I did pick up INDO off of the bottoms around I got some at 425. So right now I'm in the green, waiting to see how it reacts to oil coming back up, and if oil can break out of these levels here. It's kind of been in this little range. It always comes down here and tests the 66, and I was adding to my INDO below the 70. So we'll see what it wants to do. Um, and I'm looking to hold those into the winter time to see, if we can get any big motion, because INDO is a oil stock, and it can definitely get very volatile. But I wanted a low entry just in case if it does want to go lower, I can add to it. But I would like to have my toes in the game on that one. Anyway, let's jump over here to Street Smart Edge. Did I already add all these? Looks like it. All right, and let's look at RX first. What just happened? Where my chat at? Bring chat up. It's out here playing. Okay, there we go. All right, now I can see chat again. And I should be able to hear it as well. So I don't have to constantly be looking at chat. I can just hear y'all, whatever y'all type out. As long as it's godly and holy, and we're good to go. Let's say, RX. Recursion announces collaboration and 50 million investment from Nvidia to accelerate groundbreaking foundation models in AI enabled drug discovery. Okay. So RxRx is looking like a biopharmaceutical that is linked up with Nvidia. Nvidia has actually held the 400s and is up to 430s, holding it nice and strong. And this is what I was looking for all of the plays that were following Nvidia. I was looking for Nvidia to really hold that 400 level and not give us too much of a weakness there. Now, that's not saying it won't gap a little bit down or something like that. People kind of sell a little bit, but I want to see it kind of keep that level there. And so that kind of gives me confidence that it can move either flat or higher. All right. Um, 50 million. NVIDIA, it intends to optimize and distribute to biotechnology companies using NVIDIA. Our collaboration with NVIDIA represents two best-in-class companies coming together to help solve one of the world's most difficult challenges, drug discovery. Okay. Well, I guess the AI is becoming the ultimate doctor, right? It can look over all the databases, everything that has ever been published, and try to make a synopsis. And hopefully the doctors can diagnose it properly, what the outcomes will be. Or maybe it can do that. I don't know. We take the human trials or human testing and then put it into the AI. Maybe it can figure it out. Like, yeah, there's a 23% chance this drug will work. Then the FDA approves it. All right, so let's go ahead and look at FinViz. So that RXRX does have a pretty high float. Shares outstanding looking like 159 million. Go back over here and look. What does this one say? Same thing over here, 134 million. Look at any shelf registrations. We have an automatic shelf registration from 2 months ago, which is kind of sketchy. Automatic shelf registration that close. What is this? U.S. inflation slows again. Annual retail price rise is smallest in more than 2 years. Okay. Yeah, that automatic shelf registration is kind of sketchy on that one, especially with it being a higher float, so it can chop you up and then it can, do some weird actions there. 118 million in the float. But it looks so good being up 130. Oh, HCTI came back up over 100 as well. Go look back at that. HTCI has some kind of weird trading in the morning. Doesn't have huge bars, just a big gap up. So we'll see how it challenges RXRX today, and maybe even AULT, which has come down quite a bit as well. Let's go over some of this news catalyst though. Some of them I believe have catalysts, some are kind of on the fence. So starting off with RXRX, we already looked at this one. NVIDIA, $50 million investment for AI drug discovery. HCTI, Health Triangle launches ransomware initiative aimed at protection and prevention of healthcare providers. I mean, that could be pretty good, That news wasn't out here earlier. What is 15 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago it dropped. So we'll keep that one on watch as well. HCTI with some ransomware. A lot of AI and cybersecurity has been coming up this week. We had another cybersecurity company from Israel earlier this week. So we're seeing a lot of things functioning around IT. Let's see, AULT. What did you get? 200 million. Well, they have an expected, it anticipates 200 million annual revenue. So that's anticipation from a company. I don't really trade anticipation. I'd rather just keep my eyes on the top ones. And then under that we have Lucid. Lucid, what do you got? 7 bags, 4 passengers. Lucid Air flaunts enormous storage capacity in new video. Lucid produced 2,173 vehicles during Q2 in Arizona or at Arizona or AZ manufacturing facility. I don't know if that's actually Arizona. CVKD, trash. Don't see anything on it. PLTR, Palantir and Toronto-based startup Air Matrix announced partnership. So Palantir getting a partnership. Activision was absolutely exploding yesterday. We talked about it in the Discord yesterday. We saw a absolute rip from 82 up here to 92, a $10 move on Activision. They had some really good news with partnerships and the things that they're developing. So, if you're an Activision fan, Activision's turning up. NIO. And if you don't know what Activision is, it's basically like a really large gaming and game development type company. They put out a lot of games. Nvidia IPO signals. Okay, this is just Rivian. Still kind of on a little bit of low volume continuation. Okay. So yeah, we got our top 3 though. Our RXRX, and I don't know how. Let me look at the daily chart on RXRX. I really didn't look at it too much. So right now it closed yesterday at 678, and today it's opening at 1526, right there. And it has a previous top around the 13s maybe. So could it come down and test this previous top? I don't know. And if it does, how choppy will it be in this situation? Right, having that higher float. Would this be something of more of a swing trade rather than a day trade? But I'm looking at this 13, maybe 1350, 1325, somewhere in there. I would like to see it hold up this level. This level has had some consolidations in here between the 10 to the 13, 10, 13, multiple touches in here in this range. So this is where I would be kind of looking to see how it holds up this level. HCTI, it opened up, or it closed yesterday at 326 and now is up there to the 705. Okay, so Donnell, giant float. Yeah, I think it's gonna be more of a swing trade, to be honest. I think I'm gonna look at it as a swing trade. Let today kind of play out, because first day with that high of a float, people always get absolutely destroyed. And yesterday we saw a lot of chop in the market. So with that kind of chop, that kind of indecision before the Fed drops their news and everything, it's like makes me itch. But yeah, 326. Why'd I put that there? And it opened up at 702. 702. So right at that 7 level, and previous levels is down here. Let's go back on the chart a little bit and see if there's anything else. Let's spread this back, extend to the left, and we can see that it broke out of this, and it has a high of the 435 that it may come back and test. I don't know, on HCTI. So we got a little level here from the 382s, 428, 450s maybe. But it's up 118%. Very low floats on the scans today. But can they compete with RXRX? Let's continue on. AULT. We can see what looks like some giving back of profit. And I think this one, a lot of times these that show like prices of 2,000 and 3,000, they've done these reverse splits. Doesn't mean they've actually been up there. But this does give you some visualization of their price action. So AULT does give back profits. It'll jump up there, but it'll definitely ring the basket if you let it. CVKD had a high of 675, opened up today at 272, or not opened up, but it's trading around 270. So right around here somewhere, we'll say 275. Has a previous level, hasn't been touched that much. Let's see, 185s have been touched around there a couple of times, got close to that 185. But if it goes under 2, I'm really just not playing ball with that. Tesla, another one, continues to surprise and be the demise of many people. It closed at 269 yesterday and is up almost $10 on Tesla, up here to the 276. 3 million shares in the pocket. Rivian has finally lost its weight on the top volume movers. I mean, it has some crazy, look at these gaps here on Rivian. Gaps from 22 up to 2283, gap down here. I mean, just gapping, and gapping. And this was a gap that it filled right here. I mean, just plenty of buying in there. But we'll see what happens over the next couple of days. I'm looking for swings as well. I don't know about adding any more to my oil positions. Oil has really surprised me getting back over the 75s this quickly. I wanted to add a little bit more, but it's okay. I'll let them play. I think I'm in the green on everything right now. Playing INDO. I had a previous Nvidia play, which was BMR, that I'm still holding. But yeah, we want to see what today brings. And I'll go ahead and clean these off. These were trash. They were just popping up for no reason. Yeah, PRFX, SOS, GDTC. We have about 10 minutes to the bell. And let's see what we can get. Yeah, I was trying a little it's a automation feature where I don't have to really read the chat. It'll just tell me what the chat says, and just easier, man. I'm just so lazy. Oh, I just wanted to see how it works though, and see how it sounds on the live stream. All right, the SPY has definitely been holding up that 440 level, and it looks like it's actually, now yesterday the SPY was extremely flat during the beginning of the day, which I think is a lot of people are in anticipation for the news to drop from the Feds. Actually, speaking of the Feds, let's go look at that. Go look at what they're talking about. Whoops. When are they talking? 2023, January, February, March, April, May, June. It is July. I don't see anything there. What about, yeah, I don't see any meetings here. Let's see, news, events, press releases. Okay, Federal Reserve announces termination of enforcement action with Capital One. Oh, did y'all see Bank of America? They're having to pay 250 and I dropped it in the Discord. It was like 250 something $1 million because they did what was in banking terms is called double dipping. And me and Rooster have been talking about Bank of America for a while, and I was like, man, there's a lot of news circulating the banks
Lori Lee.
right now, and
CPI data today.
CPI
Lori
data
Lee.
better than
Better than
expected.
expected.
Okay, let's go look at that CPI. News. Okay, June CPI report. Consumer prices rise 0.2 from May levels. Let's see. CPI report. Stock futures rise after June consumer prices rose less than forecast. Okay. Is it hiding the rest of it? Yeah, I think it is. CPI data. Market watch. They should have the full thing. All right, so U.S. inflation slows again. CPI slows as Fed weighs another rate hike. The numbers: U.S. consumer prices rose a modest 0.2% in June, and the rate of inflation slowed to lowest level since 2021. But recent progress might not be enough to stop the Federal Reserve from raising interest rates soon. The increase in consumer prices last month was smaller than the 0.3% forecast. The yearly rate of inflation decelerated to 3% from 4% in the prior month. The last time inflation was that low was March 21.
Check out our Discord. No paywall. Free to join. https://discord.gg/8b2fjutwpe.
She read that whole thing. Stock rose after the report. Treasury yields fell slightly. The decline is not quite as fast as it seems. However, grocery and gas prices have retreated this year and accounted for a large part of the slowdown, for one thing. And some huge monthly increases in consumer prices in 2021 have dropped out of the yearly calculation of the inflation rate. Still, the so-called core rate of inflation that emits food and energy also rose a mild. It keeps using those same numbers. I'm looking for different stuff. Let's see. Fed views the core rate as a better predictor of inflation trends. The increase of the core rate over the past 12 months slid to 4.8, so it did come down a little bit from 5.3, but is still well above the central bank's 2% target, and has remained stubbornly high. Yep, that is absolutely true. SPY continues to rip up. Keep an eye on that. We have 5 minutes until the bell. Has anything changed on the charts? Nope. PLTR, ATVI, NOV, Rivian back over or trying to hold up the 25s. CVKD. Very interesting day. Lucid actually taking the top spot on the day, looks like. And what I've noticed, I went and I deleted my old TOS account, taking delay or whatever. So, but my Street Smart Edge with what I'm looking at in real time is real time. TOS still does good with the scanners. I was this weekend. I was so close to buying trade ideas. When I saw that it was that far behind, I was like, man, I don't want to delay. But when I thought about it, I don't really use TOS to do order fields or anything like that. So I was like, I could pay, $84 a month for trade ideas, but it's like, for what? I mean, I'm seeing pretty much everything that everyone else is saying, and anything else I can really program on my scans. It may be a little bit delayed, but I can program whatever I need to in TOS. So I'm like, I could save $100. Not doing that. It's 3 minutes until the open. RX, man, I just got a feeling this thing is going to be moving, but I just do not want to get caught in the chop factory. So looking back real quick over RXRX, the ranges that we see, it's opening up around the 15-ish level, has come down a bit. We have this huge area that has a lot of touches in here from the 10, right around the $10 up to the 13. And so I'm wondering, can it re-enter this level? I may look to open the position as a swing trade instead of a day trade. What's up, GD? In the house. 2 minutes left. AULT continuing to kind of fade. Man, these things were up 100% 130%, and it's giving back a whole lot of gains from $9 all the way to the 535s. That's a lot of gain. All right, but we do have two 10 million share movers on the morning coming into the open on a nice Wednesday morning, I believe. Yep, July 12th. We saw a better than expected CPI report. Not a, fantastic CPI report, but, better than expected. Ten seconds. I actually want to move these price levels that I had over here to Street Smart Edge as well. So we got a price of 13.25 put out here. 13.25 is kind of close. Boy, that's close. I'll make this a white line because I don't know what it is or what it wants to do here. And then we have the $10 area. Okay, and Lucid taking that top spot for now. RX hit a high of 1910 and has the body right here at the 1475. We'll see how that 1475 holds here. I don't know what the action will be here at the 1325s. Will it just rip down through it or what? HCTI and AULT coming back or showing a little bit of strength, but these are the first couple of minutes. So we'll see if they can actually compete on the day. 3. I would love to see RX go ahead and break down that 1325 though. Did I put this in the right spot? This ain't in the right spot. This seems, oh, it is just super close. Just looks a little bit different off the daily chart. Seeing some red come on in these alts, halted downward, still up 48%, but with this halt, it'll definitely lose a little bit of footing here. HCTI was the next thing that was kind of looking okay. has a previous top on this previous red count. Was this 725s? Getting a little bit of push. Still up 105%. Let's go look at the daily chart on HCTI, see what it's looking like. So on TOS over here, we can see H. Did it go into a halt? No. Okay. We can see that it now this is where we said it was opening at the 703s, and it is now pushing those highs. What was it? 620 and 584. And then I think it's nothing else above it. So I don't see anything. I think it's clear skies. It is going into a halt there at on HCTI. RX has what looks like the best news on the day, but that float, man, that float will tear you up. So we got two halted stocks, AULT and HCTI. Keep an eye on those. Let me go look at what time they're supposed to be unhalting. For alt, since it halted first, halted at 9:32:20. If it goes 5 minutes, it'll be 9:37:20. Should be opening up. It's like 3 minutes. And then for HCTI, halted at the 33:40. So should be opening up in what 7:40 or no 7:38:40. 7:38:40. So 3 minutes and 4 minutes into the future. Bouncing a little bit off that 1325. I wanted to see that break down, man. 1325 just absolutely just give out.
Reliable Rudy. RXRX only has 130 mil shares, not really that many.
Yeah, but what we're looking for is something that can move fast and have a nice range. And right now with that, what the higher float does is make you have to gather more data on what it can actually do. You know, it may, now I'm not saying it's not going to be a good swing trade, but as a day trade, is it meeting that criteria? Because we've seen these over and over and over again, how they end up moving. So, after you take 4,000 trades and you see how a high float moves, it's like, it's got to be really like some catalyst behind it to absolutely rip it out. Um, to really get the movement that you want to on a day trade. Let's see, AULT, HCTI. Okay, it's still closed. Rivian getting back under the 25s. Yeah, there's the 1325 breakdown. So it slowed down a little bit at that point right there that I was marking, but I put it as a white line because I didn't know if that was going to be a big bounce or if that was just going to be, hey, let's get through this. But they're looking like they got through the 1325 now. And is it trying to halt? No way. Okay. 1325s bouncing on the 13s here. So kind of trying to stay around that area. Right now down -10 since the open, but still up 93% on the day. Going down, looking like it's going below the 13s. We'll see though. What else were we looking at? AULT just opened up. Nothing crazy on this one. Down 11% on the day. ACTI should be opening up in another minute or so at the 3840, I believe we said. Okay, going on down. 450's down 16%. A lot of red coming from the top 5 on the day. A lot of red motion. So I would definitely be kind of wary of that. Let's look at what the SPY is doing. Is the SPY going red as well? SPY got a nice little blast up here. Came up here to this top 446. Not really enough information to know which direction it's going just yet on this first hour, but definitely some indecision around this 446. Lucid. Continue to drop. Ooh, look at this thing dropping under 13. That's what I'm talking about. Just go. Just drop. And this is the range that we were looking at. HCTI unhalted as well. Popping up here. Has a little 750 looking top here. The body of the previous candle on the hour chart is trying to hold. Woo! It's trying to hold above. HCTI has this top at the 856. A lot of action here. Okay. I don't know if this is resistance or not, so I'll put this as a white line. It just opened up the halt, so kind of got to see what it wants to do here. It's one of the few that is green on the day, up 28% since the open. Okay. Still, though, it is getting doubled in volume by Lucid and almost by RXRX. So we want to see it actually compete on the day. If we look on the daily chart over here on TOS, we can see the areas that we had marked earlier. It blew through the 7 up here to the 8 very quickly after that halt. And it has clear skies. It doesn't have anything up here. So I don't know where it could stop. All I know is, you know, shorts could get pushed to the moon. It is a lower float as well. HCTI. Did we check the float on that one? Let me see. HCTI. Statistics. Float is looking like 1.51 million in the float. Coming up to that white, so very low float here. 10 million shares traded so far. Still getting doubled on the day, though. Let's see what it wants to do up here towards this 844 level. 850 level, actually. Up 30% since the open. Two things you need is range and volume on a day trade. Range and volume. Nothing, I mean, after that, everything else is kind of like minor variables. That's why a lot of people, you'll see them trade without catalyst. You'll see them trade without a lot of things if they have range and volume. Like they won't know anything about the stock, but they have range and volume. But the other factors that can contribute to the day is, hey, competition, overall market sentiment, you know, those types of things. Those are the smaller factors after range and volume. All right, so we're seeing a little bit of a push back down. RXRX took quite a bit of a beating down here. Hit a bottom of the 1178. And we'll see if that ends up, is that something that we can see on the chart as possible support. If we look down here, we can see there was a lot of touches down here at the 1165, which is where I kind of wanted it to come to, but I wonder, can it come any lower is the question. The 10s was like the 10s would be like the holy grail, but it's looking like it's finding a little bit of support around this 1175 right now. So we'll see how 1175 ends up holding. Will it grind down there and then show us some kind of resurgence? And I'll put that 1175 on here as well. Make it white because I don't know what it is yet. But it seems like it could be a little bit of support. down 15% right now since the open. HCTI halted right at that level, that 850 level halt. We'll see how it ends up holding up 166%, 39% up on the day in the first hour. Now, this was the one that had the news about, was this the AI? Nope, that wasn't that one. Oh, this is the ransomware. This was the one that they had a ransomware initiative for healthcare organizations, trying to pretty much protect hospitals from being held ransom, keep their data safe, and all of that stuff. But yeah, HCTI is definitely on the move. We saw several halts yesterday, and now we're seeing a continuation of the halting kind of epidemic. I don't know, whatever it is. A lot of halts. RX coming on down. Let's see what you want to do at the 1175. Can you continue down a little bit more? Almost 20 million shares traded on this thing. Nice downwards movement.
HTCI, entry 8.19. I will exit when resume. Good catalyst.
HTCI, let's see. 819 entry. You're doing very well.
Reliable Rudy. You should have ELOX on your watch.
ELOX, man, I got it on the watch. Wait. No, I don't have that on my watch because it had absolutely no reason to be up. That one I saw from yesterday, and like I said, it was just a price. They pretty much said, "Hey guys, we have this ticker that is what was the price of it? LOX. The price was, what was the price down here yesterday? $4." And they said, "Hey guys, we believe that the price of this ticker will go to $55. Believe us and buy."
Donald, you rock.
I'm like, what? I'm like, why would I just buy some random ticker because they said the price is going to 55? I want to see some definite catalyst. That was very sketchy to me. Just believe in them. AULT halted back up here. See, this is a halt season. A lot of halts coming. I mean, let me see if anything else halted.
Donald. Thanks, Lori. 9.00 resistance, I think.
Let's see. See, I like this better because I can hear what y'all are typing instead of having to read the full chat. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to say y'all want to talk noise to me, or y'all want to, whatever you want to say, get it off your chest. I can hear it. And I don't have to be sitting here reading the chat. And I think you guys can hear it too, I believe. You should be able to. Lucid absolutely dive bombing, baby. RX, well, it did get past that level. Hit a low here of the 1086, and this is the level that I was talking about, that $10 level down there. And I want to see it kind
Lori
of
Lee.
I might
Yes,
actually take a little
it's
bit
near
down
resistance.
here and see what it wants to do. Let me look at RX. But this thing is such a high float, it could chop me up. Looking at RX got all the way down here and touched into the touchable region here. So pop down here to the 1098s. Ooh. Coming right down to this level. I might take a small position just to see what it does. I don't know. I'm very tempted. Very tempted. But I also want to see what HCTI is going to do on this open. Is it going to take the day from RX? Here it is, opening up here. Its previous level was at the 850. And look at that, opening up over the 850. Let's see. 202 right back into halts. Mm-mm-mm. Man, I don't know, man. This thing's looking RXRX is looking good down here at the 11s. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. HTCI just freaking open up and try to take everybody upward. All right. So, sorry. All right. So RXRX down here still doing its thing. VWAP on this one is 1432. Getting a little bit of a pop back up here. And I'm going to give it a little bit of time to show us what it wants to do here right under the 12s. ELOX new high. Let's go look at it. Let's go look at it then, man. He keeps calling it out. Let's go look at it. Let me add that. It's doing a gap fill. Just gap filling here. 2 million shares traded with with unless they put out some new news or something today. Yeah. No new news. So hmm. Lots of I want to see this thing open up, man. ELOX, it is up 37%. CDKD, AULV, AULT opened up out of its halt. Donna said, I'm retiring, baby. I'm retiring for the day. Oh, man. All right, RX. Let's see. RX, man. This thing right under the 12s, holding this level of, what is this? The 1091s. So tempting. But I think it still got some to go down. It's going to take a lot of shares to stop that momentum. ELOX filled the gap here. The gap was up to the 1040s, and now we'll probably see a descent there. Descent. AULT, not looking so hot. Anything new pop up? Nope, we pretty much got the same roster. Lucid, RXRX, Rivian, Tesla, H. Okay, nice. Rooster, you still holding your trade in a ATVI? PLTR getting on up there. When is HCTI supposed to open up? Let me see if it'll open up before I need to get off of here. Let's see. HCTI closed or halted at 42.36. 48. 48.03. So this should be 53. It should be opening up. Oh yeah, it did open up. Okay. And it looks like it's directly into a halt down. All right, so yeah, I think I'm gonna be looking at RX here. I'm gonna take a little bit. What do I want to do? The 12 break is looking fantastic. So might give it a little play here just to see if it can play upward. Let me look at the daily chart before I end up getting roasted here. Yeah, $12 break back over. It's looking pretty good. So took one there. And I'll take some more under 12 if it can give me some more under 12. Has a bottom here of the 1093. Little bit of a struggle point here. So 11, I put as a stop for this right now. $11. I'll add some more under 12 if I can get some. Actually, I'm not gonna put a stop in. This price that I have is pretty good. Pretty good. I'll add some more if it comes down. I only got 10 shares, so I'm looking to add a little bit more until this consolidation down here, 10 right under the 11s. $11.75. $11.50s. So my initial was $11.98. We got room back down to the $11 flat. So I'll add a little bit more down here. Let's see, 11.40s, 11.25s. See if we can get on down. $11.25s. I'll take one under $11.25. Buy a little bit there, 11.25-ish. Average right now. Wow, that one buy brought me down to 10.89. Are you serious? No way. Must have to recalculate or something. I'll take another one under the 25. It'll give it to me. Put my order out there. Looking for another fill at the another buy at the 11.25. Looking over here on TOS, I'm trying to get filled down here, but we'll see. So right now, average price is 10.89. Just adding very small sizes here. Trying to let it play for me. ELOX did exactly what we said it would do. Not enough volume to hold it up on the day. Too much competition on the board. We look at the volume and range. Actually, this thing looks like it wants to come down a little bit more. Let's see if it can get me in some what is this? 11.25 is where I was looking. Come on, baby, don't go up yet. No, 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 don't do it. Okay. All right, well, at this point, since it wants to just try to go back up, I guess I'm going to have to just put a trailing stop. I put a trailing stop on this of maybe like, because I don't want to give back anything since it's already doing what it's doing. I wanted to pick up a little bit more though, but it may not let me. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put like a 50 cent trailing stop on it since it does have a little bit of range here. So I'm gonna cancel, put a trailing stop out here of 50 cents and let it play. Really didn't want it to do that, but we'll take another chance if it comes back down here towards the 10s. And sell that 11, 50 cent trailing stop going in now. And so that is right, literally, if it comes back down, I'll just be out with the green that I'll take. But whatever, we'll take it. Looking for it to start holding up at 12. If it holds up to 12, then the 11.50 will be my stop. If it goes up to 12.50, $12 will be my stop. So just following it by 50 cents, basically. Right now, it just needs to break over this high of the 12.08. But right now, it's going to be a green trade no matter what. Can it break that 12 is the question. Right now, I'm up 95 cents on this trade. In total, P&L shares right here, and then the price, I'm up 10 bucks. I wanted to add some more, man, but sometimes they just don't give you time. They don't give you what you want. And what I don't want is to go red trying to wait on this thing, because it is a higher float. So I want to catch that first pivot, sell for profit, and then, you know, if I want to take another trade, I will. I want at least like 50 shares of this. It's testing 12 right now. Let's see if I can find anything else, man. 1175s just need to hold. We have what, 12 minutes until this thing goes offline. Look back at HCTI. It is getting weaker and weaker, not competing on the day with the top 5. So looking for that 1175 to hold up. You got that 75. And if it stops me out, oh well. I will definitely re-enter around that 11 or right at the $11 breakdown. Need to see those 70s come back up strong. Strong buying at 1175 would be beautiful. There's a 75s. Can we see 75 on the tape? Saw it very briefly there, but not really holding it. 74s, 75s again. Big greens there. '90s. Can we see the '90s here? Nope, right back down. Seeing a lot of 60s. 69s back on. 70s. Can we see 70s again? Nope, 66s. And what I'm looking at is this tape over here, reading the tape, looking for the 70s to break back over. There's some 70s, some green 70s. 74s. Can we see that 75 hold? Pretty questionable shorts there at 75. May get stopped out here. There's 67s, 69s, 70s back up there. Come on. All right, yeah, so tape is looking like it's coming down. Seeing the 55s and things like this, I'm probably going to get stopped out here for a small loss. Just not seeing those 70s hold. There it is. There's a stop out. Lost what, $5 on that trailing stop. So I'll be looking for it to come on down to the 10s, but I got to get out of here. I got to get to this morning meeting. And I'm actually looking at this as a swing trade as well. I'm just doing some quick little scalps there, but don't want to oversize into it and get caught slipping. So we see it come back up 1149s.
Reliable Rudy. 306.80 sell on meta weighted patient on this move.
Nice. Reliable's on meta right now. Okay, so 1175. Let's go smart, limit. And we see the 50s and the 60s trying to hold here. And 1150. Really taking his time above this 1090. Again, seeing the 50s. Bottom of this candle.
Claps for Rudy.
Is it going to give me one more downward motion? If it gives me one more drop, I'll take another try at I'll take another attempt around this 1030-ish area. But right now it's kind of pausing a little bit too much, and we kind of figured that with the higher floats. Not trying to get killed out here. AULT back up as well, up 80%. HCTI. Okay, seeing this thing come back up now. Can we start to hold towards the 70s is the question. HTCI. Ah. 1150 starting to look like they're going to break on the tape. Let's see if we see 49s come through. Yep, 49. This may be a larger drop coming. 50s held though. Got about 4 minutes on this candle. Yeah. All right. Yep. I see that it broke the 50 there. So I'm gonna give this one some more time. AULT coming on up 618s. Where's AULT? Oh man, Apple's popped up now as well. Apple's on there, PLTR, Mara, AMD, and everything else is pretty much the same. All right, so that's another hold here of that 50 level. Seeing a lot of holding on the 50. 1150 getting very interesting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna reevaluate this one, give it some time because it is chopping around quite a bit. This opening candle was from the 14 down to the 11s. So I was like, man, that thing took a $3 loss. It can get back up, but it may need a little bit more time because it is a higher float. So I'm gonna get a little bit more time in the day, and I'm gonna go ahead and get to this meeting that I am already late for. Anyway, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe if you enjoy the content. Took a small trade just to see if it wanted to pop. I mean, almost 30 million in the shares traded, so I was like, we'll give it a try. But definitely not mad at not taking lower size, taking smaller size, because this thing still looks like it wants to go down. So I sized down because one, it doesn't meet all my criteria. If we look over here on TOS, we're seeing this. Yeah, we're seeing it come into this level that's been touched a lot, and this was the level that I was looking at the first time, but maybe it needs a little bit more time down here. But I don't think it's completely unsafe. For me, it has a $10 kind of $10 area that is definitely trying to that would be $1 down. It'll be $1 down. So yeah, later on in the day, I'll definitely be checking this one out as long as it can hold over that 10. It looks like it's trying to come back up. I may go ahead and trade this one, to be honest. It keeps holding here. I may just have to let it play for the day. Get in and let it play. $11.25 would be my entry right now. But it's so tempting to me being at these levels with that catalyst. Previous high here would be back up to the 12s if it were to go up. I think I'm going to get back in, bro. Played a little bit. 11.25. Let it play. Yeah. Just taking small size just in case we don't get what we want. 11.25. Looking for it to play back up to maybe the 11.50s. Getting a little bit more under the 11.20s. Back up to 11.30s. Come on, don't go yet. Snap back just a little bit. Let me see if I can get one more at the 25. Got that one. Not. See the 25s back on there. Okay, got those. So looking for this thing to play up. Average price. I don't know how I got that average price. Whatever, I'll take it. I'm up 22 bucks right now. That's nice. I got 12 shares, looking to kind of collect some more under this 25. I just want that first pop. Add a little bit more under this 11.25. I may put my stop out at 11. $11.08. Taking some here. Average price is $10.45 right now. And this is why limit orders are so good, because they'll fill you at that price or better. And I'll be risking like the 11 right now. So only 15 shares in. And I'll be out at the 11. But if it wants to hold, I can easily switch back over. Looking for that 11 to hold. Previous body would be 1150 test. Looking like it's getting a little bit of heat right under that 1115. We'll see how that hold. Oh, never mind. Won't get that feel. All right, so we're up. Let's see what it can do. And I'm going to put that 50-cent trailing stop back in that I had at first. For a sale of 15 shares. Looking for that 25 to break now. All right, so got my 50 cent trailing stop. Let me go and look at what y'all are looking at real quick. HTCI. It's right back to that level, that 850 level that we had marked before it made the move. And that level is looking like it's becoming some type of wall. She wants HCTI at 7. Could be good. Come on, 1125. Go ahead and break up. I know you want to do it. You got the catalyst. I know you want to. You don't have to hide from me. We're all friends here. All I want to see is it over the 1130s. $11.26 there. So right now my average price is $10.45.
I was looking at GDRX at 5.80, solid setup for a continuation play. Donald. Nice bounce HCTI. Lori Lee. You were right, Donald.
Rivian. Sometimes you just have to rotate these shares, but you have to rotate them smart because if you take too big of a position size, you could put yourself in a detrimental spot. You know what I'm saying? And
Night bet.
as you
Make
get,
sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy the content and want to see more.
as you guys have seen with these limit orders, man, they can give me some great feels here. I don't know what's going on. I mean, they've been filling me all up under where I should be. If it wants to continue down, I probably, I'm just giving it a couple of tries. We're coming into the end of this candle in 7 minutes.
Donald. VWAP and 8.00 support is key level.
Want to see the 1120 start to hold.
Nightbet. Check out our Discord. No paywall. Free to join. https://discord.gg/8b2fjutwpe.
Let me go out here. Oops, wrong thing. Go out here to this. Discord.
Nightbet. If you want another great platform for real estate project investing, check out Ground Floor. https://appgroundfloor.us/r/39531f.
Can we just pop through the 1120s and hold the 1120s? That would be perfect. I mean, with the way that it's sitting here, no matter if it's a low float or not, it's right above this consolidation. And the low is the 20 or the 1071 down here. So very interested to see what it'll do over the 1120s, but it is a choppy one. The 20s coming back on now.
Nightbet. I live stream Monday, Wed, Friday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. CST.
Okay, there's the 30s coming in. I got my 50-cent trailing stop on it. Trying to see if it can get back over the body here of the 1150s. Coming to the end of this 15-minute candle. 1125's holding up there a little bit. So from right now, 1073 is probably going to become my out because if this thing is going to trend back upward or pivot,
Lori Lee.
I need to see it,
Didn't finish falling.
HCCT didn't finish falling. Yeah, it's getting on down there. Mara killed the game to the downside. Gee whiz. Well, to me, on the day, RXRX had the best news. If it does continue to grind down, it'll really be surprising to me. But it is midweek Wednesday where, we could see continuation or, not so much continuation. But 1073, a break back under the 11s is probably going to be a real turn down for me. I don't like that if it does that. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my stop for 11 bucks or 10.99 hard stop. Right now I'm up 67 cents. Just looking for the buyers to get active back above 1120, but it's taking a while. So yeah, back under 11, I'm gonna have to get on down. Get on down, which is pretty much where my stop is anyway.
Donald. HCTI, consolidating at 8.00, I would wait for the flush now if I were to trade it.
Well, if you're wondering why I'm trading a little bit longer today, I got a notification that was saying that a couple of people couldn't make the meeting this morning. So I was like, I guess I can't either. Whatever. Because usually by now I'll be deep within the meeting.
It looks like it's going to 6.
All right, here's another hold here. And I do not want to see this thing break down 10.99 here. So can it give a break over this high of the 1134s is the question. I might have to put a larger trailing stop here as well.
Lori Lee. How, we're happy to have you.
Come on, baby. Break 1134. Get up there and get happy. The VWAP right now is at 1323. Had a nice little rounded off motion down here. And if it does get going up, I'll just use the bottom of this hour candle to get out whatever this low is, 1112. Because this is not the swing trade that I'm looking to trade. I'll get in with the other account with the swing trade. So let's look at the volume drop off here. We had 7 million on the first 15 minutes, 5 million, 3 million. We got a whole lot of red up here to push back into. Can we see those 25s strong on the bid or on the tape? 25s right there. Can we see them hold? Start seeing 26s. There's a pretty big size right there at the 1120s, 10,000 shares. Got crushed right there. Got to hold up those 20s. little bit of challenge going on. I
Nightbet.
like it.
Check out Reliable Rudy aka Rooster live streams https://www.youtube.com/@reliablerudy9998/streams.
Mm-hmm. All right, so it looks like it's not going to be a happy camper here. It wants to do some continuation to the downside, looks like. Eleven's hard test right here. Let's see if I can get some more under 1120.
Nightbet. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy the content and want to see more.
Seeing the 15s, 16s very quickly there, but dropping out very quick. Come on, 16s again. May end up looking like it wants to try to break, but making these lower highs every time, which is kind of not good. $11.20 becoming a little bit of resistance. Some more flashing there. HCTI closing down the range, smaller and smaller ranges. Still Lucid leading the way downward. Rivian, and still, man, this thing still RX coming back down. Almost to my stop out. May end up stopping me out here. Right under the 11s now. Holding right around the 11s. Let's see, yeah. 10. 9. Let's see how well it holds the 11s. Little bottom here. So the low of this first hour candle was the 1069. The low of this one was the 1085. Wonder, is it going to get a test down here to the 1075s? Because it'll stop me out if it does that. Hey, 11s. Let's see if we can go back towards 1110. I might add a little bit towards 1110. Can we see the 08s pop in there? Added a little bit there. Looking for that 10 break. Added a little bit more. Show us a little bit. Added a little bit more coming up here. I'm seeing the 9s on the bid. Looking to be with those buyers going to, over the 10 if possible. And also being ready with my stop out here at the 1080s, 1085.
Lori Lee. T. I'm a buyer at 5.9.
Seeing those 10s circulate. Tried to add a little bit. Don't know if I'm going to get that one. Got 18 shares in there. Can it dip under 10 just a little bit? May have to move up to 15 here.
Donald.
Come
I
on,
am
15.
watching.
Come on, 15. Dip just a little bit. Get me that one more. Come on, 15. May or may not give it to me. We do have some areas above this at the 1178, which are questionable levels. Don't really know what they want to do. But I'm going to use the bottom of this hour, which is the low of 1085 to get out.
I am watching HCTI. Big selling now.
Okay, added. So I got 21 shares. All right. So I'm going to cancel. Let's see. What is this? 1085. So back under the 11s would be questionable. 11 or 1090. I'm going to go ahead and get out. 1090. 21 shares. Right now my average is 1117. Okay. So got my stop in there, looking for this thing to get over 1115s. A lot of back and forth on it. Eleven fifteens again. Can we see those 20s? 1120s right there. Nice. So let's see where this thing can go. Got the best news on the day. Come on, baby. You got this. 1122s. Low of the 1085. And it may actually grind higher. Like instead of just exploding higher, it may actually grind higher. So that's what I'm looking for. If we can get those buyers in there and just let it grind higher. A little bit of selling coming in, so might get stopped out here again. 1090 is my stop out. Looking like I'm gonna get stopped out here. Yep. Close, very close. There's a stop out. 11 bucks, whatever. I think I'm gonna stop playing with it and just wait for a swing on this one. It looks like it wants to do some continuation down. I was looking for it to hold up this 1069. Not a huge loss at all. HCTI coming on down as well. We see CCL up here. Gave it some small tries.
Why isn't RXRX moving up?
It's a
anything
larger
else
float.
moving?
Yeah, it's a larger float. It's not gonna. It just doesn't have that pop back potential of a low float. But that's okay. We played it small. You know, usually, like, think about it. If I got in there 2,000 shares, I would have got my whole pocket, shoestrings, shoes taken, everything. But because I know it's a higher float, I'm going to size down. All right, so we look over here on TOS. Look at this daily chart for HCTI, man. This thing had the history of giving back gains. Giving back gains back here. And what do we see it do to get today? Give back gains, right? So it's not even a real surprise. It's just like, hey, it does that anyway. Let's see what else is up here. Everything else is pretty much higher float. And I'm so surprised that this thing is continuing to go down here. So on RXRX, we got a break of this 1069. Draw. This is the bottom of this candle. Can we see a retake of that? Can we see a hold of this? And the top side of this candle is 1112. So drop down to the 1062s here. And I may give it another go. We'll see. But it is looking quite red right now. It will need to get back over the 1075s for me to try to play it. Let's see that
Reliable
1075.
Rudy. I dipped into some HCTI.
Can we see those 70s? So it went down, tried to go down again, and now is right here at the 1064. It's 1070s right there. Can we see those 70s start to hold on the tape? Yep. Adding a little bit here. Looking for that 75 to hold. So my average is 965 right now. Looking for that 75. Can you come back and fill me a little bit more? Look at how those limit orders feel, bro. They are like, they're out there working, son. Come on, give me another fill. All I want is under the 80, basically. That's what I'm aiming for. $75s kind of took a pause break. And continue to add until I got 20 shares. And I play another 20 share position here. Very small positions overall. So 1040, 1040 breakdown. I'll go ahead and get out. Looking for that 1075 to hold up, baby. Stop order 1040. Sell that. So I got my 10, is that 1040? Jeez, that's so close. Oh my goodness. Well, I'll be out. If this thing goes red, I'm out. This thing has got to pick up and get over the 1080s. So here comes some buyers here. Right now I'm only up 20 bucks. And I will use this hour chart. If this thing does want to pivot, it's got such good news. It should want to pivot. But just giving it these small plays, and these small plays will definitely make up any losses that I had. So again, let's try to get some under the 80. See, we see some 75s come back in. 70s, 69s, getting a little sell off there. Let's go for the 70s. And this may be a continuation down. This is the second hour of the day and it's still trying to continue down. So, you know, after that, we're going into lunchtime. So I'm not trying to be playing around on lunchtime. I need you to get up and get going. 68s, 60s, 50s, yeah. So it's still kind of bearish here. Wanting to turn around. There's a stop out. 18 bucks. And now it is down to it's down all the way through the previous consolidation here. Oh yeah. Okay. So again, this is a very abusive stock here, coming down almost to 10 bucks. 10 bucks flat. So I'm definitely going to give it another try over out 10. $10.25s. Let's see what kind of test it does here at 10.25s. I mean, this thing has tested all of this, the whole little consolidation here. But it is down 30% on the day, so it is getting quite spicy to the downside. Lucid coming on back up. Rivian trying to get back to the 25s. I cannot believe this thing. I kind of can though. Takes a lot of shares traded to get this thing to move in another direction. First candle had 7 million, 5 million, 3 million, 2 million, 2 million, and then this one almost has 2 million. $29s, $25s, $10.25s getting tested now. Okay. Very quick little break right there. 40. 34s. See the 40s there. So it crashed, came back, tried to come back up, went down a little bit. See the volume building here. Let's see, will this be increasing selling volume? Looking right here, the hour candle is I mean, it's right at this $9 or $10 level. And I'm gonna continue to bring down, see if we can get that $10 buy. Lucid, Rivian. Everything else is pretty much the same here. HCTI going on down. Yeah, this thing is super grindy now. It's the only thing I don't like about it. HCTI popping back into the 686s. Huge sell off from the 11 down here to the 7s. It's like it wants to clap down a little bit more. 25 cents away from that 10. I think I may just wait for this candle to close because I really don't know how much further it can go. A little bit of buying there at the 25s, like that. All right, so at this point, I'm looking up here and I'm seeing Lucid. Lucid has now doubled this this volume here, and it's doubled everything else on the day as well. So we'll see. Let me see if Lucid's still going down hard and heavy. No, it's coming back up. Rivian hit the 44s in a range. Everything's kind of range bound. Let me look at the SPY. SPY coming down right now. RX, man. What is, so it did touch that little bottom. What is this? 10. What's this low? Low of 1013 is what it hit. Questionable. I think I like it. I may give it another try down here. You better not get ready to go. Throwing some orders out. Yeah. 1050 may be the hold spot. Okay, got a feel right there. So I'm getting in 1050 here. See how that ends up holding. And I'm gonna use this last little level that it hit down here as the out. Getting some more down here. Get my 20 shares back on. And now at this point, I'm gonna put a hard stop in on the bottom of this $10 breakdown. But for right now, I got 25 shares in there. Looking for how it ends up moving up. Bottom is 1006, so $9.99 I'll be out. See if I can pick up any more. Not likely. Will it get over the 60s here? Kind of left me in the dust right there. It's all good. So 9, low of the 1005. Dope. All right, so I got my stop out right there. Looking for this thing to get back up. Drop a like. She said liquor. Drop a liquor. All right, so let's see what we can get back. 37 million shares traded. By can those 60s hold is the question. Can we see 58s? It's 58. Okay, I add a little bit there. 59s, 60s. Okay. So I got almost 30 shares. There we go. 30 shares there. Looking for it to rise. A rise out of this 1087-ish mark. And I'll use this as a bottom. 10, low of 1042. We look up over here on the daily chart, we can see we're right in this consolidation level. And this is what I'm looking like over on Street Smart, looking for the break over this high of the 1084, using this 1040s as the out, 1042. And now it has risen all the way back off this level. And look where my average price is. My average price is $9.79 some type of way. How is that even possible? That's the power of limit orders. They just be feeling. They just be feeling, bro. So looking for this
Donald.
thing to rise.
HCTI, moving up.
Oh yeah. HTCI looking nice, jumping back up there to the top of this body of the 740s.
Donald. Nice curl.
Yes, I'm up 32 bucks now, so I've made back the loss there. Looking for it to continue higher over this 1050. 1050 will probably become my all out, but I need to see this thing get busy over 11. It needs to get back over 11s. It's so quick to make $1. I'm up $1.07 on this one. That's crazy. Looking for those 90s and then over the 11s. This hour candle, let the next hour candle close. Buyers starting to kind of get activated. We've seen a lot of selling, ramping down, selling tried to ramp up. And now what will the buyers do in this situation is my question. Will they help me out on the day? Every dollar is $30. Let's get it. Seeing it pop up. Can we hold those 90s up here? Can we get that $11 breakthrough? Start grinding up. I've tried several times on this. There's 3 trades trying on this thing, man. It's not quite lunchtime yet. Still a little bit of time for it to try to act crazy. So I'm going to give it that time. 1040. Can we see 92s on the tape? I see a lot of green 90s. There's some 94s, 96s. Can we get any 11s to fill? There's 11, baby. There's the move. Let's go. Only 30 shares. So very low risk trade on this one. Let's see if we can hold up 11. Give it plenty of time. Whole dollar re-break. So this is the first whole dollar is going back up and testing. Elevens. Can we see the 1101s? Back to the 1115s. Remember, 1115 was a previous level that I had bought it, but I just got back out. So we look over here on TOS. This is where we were getting in at. My entry price right now is $9.79 right here. So right at the $9.79. I don't know how I got filled down there, but okay, I'll take it. And we're up here $1 up. Let's see if we can get another dollar tacked on. Get that 11, baby. $10.90s. Need to see those 90s hold. A lot of trading around the 90s, but I mean, we do have a little bit of a cushion for it to protect us, but still, I want to see it get active. VWAP right now is at the 1181s. Another try at the 11. Can we see those big buyers push it on through? Uh, 1 million shares traded on this one. There's the break of the 11. Can we get a nice hold over the 11 here? Looking at the hour chart looking much, much better now. Just needs to break over the 1137s. There's 1107s. Can we see the break of 1110? 1108s, 1109s. Can we get that break? Come on, 1110. Ah, 1102's back on there. That's quite a bit of a drop there. 8 cents. If this thing can hold up 11s, that's where I'll probably put my stop at. I like grinders that stay off of previous support levels if they're going to grind. 38 million shares traded on it right now. It was down, what, 30%, 40%, something like that. Let's go, FOMO. Let's go, FOMO. Let's go. Party's just getting started, right? Or so it looks. Ah, seeing stuff under 11. I don't want to see nothing under 11. Come on, baby. Sixes. Are you going to give me what I want? Which is a break over the 10s. There we go. It's going green on the hour. Now let's see if we can see some fear here by the shorts. Some fear of what could happen next. Needs to hold the 1110s. Right now, there's a little bit too much cooperation between the shorts and the longs. They're too okay with it being at this price level. We need some aggressive buyers to push this price up. Say, hey, no, we think this is worth more than 1110 is what we're looking for. We think this is worth more than $12. This 15-minute is going to be closing in 3 minutes. Back to playing around with the 11. Everybody going and reading the catalyst. Come on, FOMO. Back under 11. Big red right there into the 90s. Closing this candle in 2 minutes. Need to see above the 11s, giving them another chance to buy under 11. Will they take advantage? Will they get aggressive here and hold here? That's the thing. They got to hold. Seeing the buying come up on the volume here. Almost 2 million shares traded. Oh, falling out of the 1090s on the tape. Come on, you got to remain aggressive. All right, opening up a little bit higher, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing. I'm going to go ahead and say if it breaks down the 1025s, I'm going to go ahead and cut out 25s, 1025s, because that drop right there is just giving back too much. All the work is done. So I'm going to go ahead and put a stop out at the 1025s. Looking for it to break over this high of the 1120s. 11's back up there. HCTI, I see you guys right above the 7s. Still going down though. Let me see, where is it? Mara, we still got the same watch list pretty much from the beginning. Just waiting for RXRX to freaking break over this 11, bro. Maybe I'm just trying to rush it. Maybe I should give it time because it is a higher float for those shares to kind of come in and facilitate the movement higher. That's what I may need to do. Just chill and be like, woosah. You know. This hour candle is going to be closing in like 12 minutes, 13 minutes. Big red there, down to 1093 on the tape. HCTI giving a little bit of some choppy movements here under VWAP. Because I think I've seen this bar here before. I guess this candle will be closing in a little bit, looking like it's giving a little bit of an upward move. Almost off of the top 10 movers in volume though. So can people continue to want to trade this thing? Can we see this thing back over 11? My biggest issue with this thing now. Hold the whole dollar. There's some 11s coming on the tape very quickly. Hey, a lot of 11s. A lot of green 11s. Let's see more green 11s. And right back down.
Donald. HCTI, leading gapper, attention still there, IMO, break above VWAP will be big.
Did it get another catalyst drop here? After company launched ransomware. Okay, they're still putting out the same articles, so we'll see what it wants to do. Let's see HCTI. 694. Looking at this daily chart, that's the only thing that's throwing me off. This freaking daily chart on HCTI. We've seen it give back profits multiple times. At least on RXRX, you know, there's not this reoccurring history of giving back profits. It just had descended. It descended, but no big wicks on one day, you know. It did descend, but it took some time to descend. All right, so we are seeing 11s slowly, and I mean oh so slowly and painachingly start to hold. There's a break of the 11 again. 1101s. Can it finally hold here? Can this hour start showing us some momentum to the upside? Taking forever for FOMO to happen here. There's 1110s.
I'm still waiting for BELOW6.
Below 6. Yeah. I don't know if you get that today. All right, so we are starting to break out. Let's see, what's the high of this? 1120s is the breakout point. 1113s. Let's go. We got the volume. Can you start showing us the range now? You had range at the beginning coming down, and you also have a reason to go back up. So let's see if you can get over those 1120s for us. $11.14 was the high of this candle. And right back testing the 11s. I'm gonna be moving my stop up to 1050 here in a second. I mean that's a 50-cent drop. Like I don't want to get back 50 cents. I'm up $1.23, right? So I'm gonna be moving it up in a little bit. Giving it some time to play though. There's a 1099, 10,000 share position right there at the 1099s. Let's see if that starts moving up. $11.05s. All right, so now we're getting a consistent kind of trading around 11 now. So can they make some big decisions and get us over 11.20? There's 11.11 very quickly. A lot of 11.11s. 11.13. Okay, somebody is willing to buy this thing over 11.13. And then right back down to 11.08. Oh, well, I could do that in a little bit. 11.20s, 11.20. There's the 11.20. Can we start? And I'm up $40 right now, so I've definitely made back my loss. And I'm looking to move up to the 1050s if we cross the 11.50. Actually, I might just put a trailing stop of $1. Dollar risk on this thing. As long as I don't lose $1, it just keeps gaining dollars. Let's do that. Trailing stop of $1 real quick. I need to go and make a phone call real quick and I'll be right back. But yeah. So 1036 will be our spot right now. And I put $1, just follow it by $1. So it's going to be a green trade no matter what. I'll be right back. All right. So where are we sitting? We have not ripped yet. We are over 11, which is good. Got my dollar trailing stop there. So either way it goes, what's this price? About 1078. So either way it goes, I'm gonna be locking in a little bit. But looking for this thing to get up over VWAP, which is at the 1173s right now. We can start testing that 1150. That'll be pretty dope. Where those 1140s at on the tape? There's some 40s right there. Can we see 41? 40, 41, 45s. That was very quick. It needs to go ahead and destroy that 45 and get to 50. On the hour chart, though, it is looking okay. And I'll wait for this hour to close, especially if this is the starting of the movement up. I'll use this hour as a hard stop. 1122. Only up $50 right now, though. 1150 is getting hit. Can we get through and up to test the 1175s? Some volume coming in here. Can we start ramping on the buying volume is the question. What? Oh, I'm getting the call. All right, so we've been sitting for a while here at the 11s, 1110s. HCTI, no reason to go back up. Of course, it's going to be going down. Let's look back at the scanners. Woo. Let me look at my swing trades here. Let's see. INDO still sitting pretty much the same. They ain't doing nothing. I'm still watching GRR. I had put an alert down here for a $3 break, trying to see what kind of action would happen off this 271.
Lori Lee.
But it hasn't been getting
D Noval.
Yeah, HCTI has absolutely dried up, and that's why I try to focus on the top 10 movers, because look at these numbers moving. They just constantly, it's just beautiful. It's just moving and moving and moving and moving. That's what I like to see. I like to see people making votes. If I go to an election and there are 2 people that show up for that election, I don't know how powerful that vote or that vote count's gonna be. But when I see all of this, 80 million people, 80, matter of fact, there's got to be a buyer and a seller. So you kind of multiply that by 2, right? It's got to be a buyer and a seller. So that's a lot of voting. And I am completely for it. All right, so BX, RX, not exactly giving me what I wanted. Looking for that big move. Maybe I'll take some off or something just to lock in the little loss that I had for the day, just to get back green. But we'll see, man. I don't think it's a big rush. Plus, 30 bucks isn't gonna be a life-changing amount of money anyway. So, just kind of waiting. Can we see some more green over 11 for the 11 just to continue to hold? Right now, it just looks like big indecision. I think I may end up taking some off. Where's my entry?
Lori Lee. Congratulations on your call on RXRX. You were right about that $10 support.
Yeah, but I don't know how long it's going to end up holding. Do I need to be more patient? Because that's the thing with these types of trades. I got into this trade with the specific mindset that this was going to be a day trade. I don't want this to go pat. I don't usually get in and just, oh, it's going to become a swing trade. If I wanted to swing, if I want to swing trade it, I want to, kind of swing trade it from the get-go. Be like, okay, this is a swing trade. This is the parameters that I'm setting, but we'll see. It is showing a little bit of green, but it's got to get past that 1170 is the problem. But I could just get back green on the day and just take 20 bucks and be done, And then I wake up tomorrow and it's got back up to $14. HCTI just absolutely dead in the water. It's not even on the top 10 anymore. CCL, Apple, let's see, it's Lucid, Rivian, Tesla, RXRX, NIO, Mara, AMD, PLTR is the other one. You think it's done? But it's such a large float to say it's done so quickly. I don't know. I mean, it's basically just in a consolidation. Like if we look at this bottom, 1010. So we got a support of 1010 possibly. And then we have a top of resistance of maybe, let's just cut out the wicks, right? Let's cut out the wicks. So 1040 right now is like, okay, we need to be out. It's headed lower. But then it's got this top side of the 11, right at the 1175. That's like, man, if it can just push through that 1175, that'll be a monstrous move back up. Especially being the only thing with viable news today that I saw, which is why it's still getting trades. but it needs to hold that 1125 up. And I do like range bound trading as well. It's one of the things that I do sometimes, but usually I look for something with a little bit more predictable range, but with the catalyst. That's the only thing that's really keeping me in this right now. If it didn't have that catalyst, I would probably cut and run. Um, just a little bit too much risk for no catalyst. 1122s, 1123s. The body of this previous candle was at the 1137. So can we see those 30s back up there? Push us out of this consolidation range. We've been in this consolidation range for what? 1, 2, 3 hours. Looking for it to break above the 1175. This candle will be closing in, oh, it's what, an hour until lunchtime. It's 10:50 right here where I am. So about to be 11 an hour until lunchtime. Hopefully it doesn't really just give out before lunchtime. Maybe it'll be able to hold, but I already know lunchtime gets spicy. $10,000 shares right there at the 1111. Let's see if that ends up holding. That's a very odd number to have a big position like that at. So very odd number, 1111. I'm looking on the level twos here. 20,000 shares at that 11. It just got blew straight through. A lot of red coming on the tape. Everything right now that has volume is red. Red, red, red. The good thing is we did not buy the high. So that's pretty much the only good part of this trade. Yeah, I'm really not liking this. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take some and just lock in the green on the day. I'm not liking this. $11 flat test again. That's another whole dollar test. Has been around this 11 all day. Try to get some 11 fills to get out, but it needs to get bought back up. See some 99s here. We got a little bit of a size building at the 98s. 1098 with 7,000 shares. We got 1097. So it is starting to kind of become more and more range bound here. $15-minute candle will be closing in 6 minutes. I'm seeing more and more red. Not pretty. Can we get back over that 11? Nope. All right. Sell at 1090 then. 98's back up there very quickly. What's the low of this? Low of 1094. $10.90 breakdown. I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of all of it. And I'll try. I don't even know if I'm going to try again. I might just chill out. Wait for something better tomorrow. It's morning time. It should have went ahead and ate if it was going to eat. Right now, it's looking like we're in the middle of this little range here from top to bottom. So a failure back towards the bottom may end up being a breakdown. Got my sale on the 90 break. I'm going to go ahead and get out. All right, got out. Go ahead and take it. Yeah, I don't have time to play with that. All right, so it's breaking the halfway point, halfway mark of this. Like I said, small loss today, right around 20 bucks. I just could not do it. Don't have the time to play with it. But I will be back on Friday streaming, and I'll also be trading tomorrow. I still got what 5K. I only used 900 bucks today to trade. That was 3 trades that I did on that one. So, but I see a lot of red. So there's not a lot of make your money back type plays that you can go into right now unless you're shorting. So I'm just gonna leave it at that.
You did good.
Little bit of a red day, but just trying to follow the rules, trying to keep losers small. And so that means each loser that I had today was around $7. But looking to the upside, could have been a lot more. But better stuff will come. I'd rather succeed at managing risk than succeed at just the overall trading day, because the risk is mental. But yeah, I'm about to jump out of here. I'm about to go and make this $20 back. And I'm going to see. I'm going to need to sell a couple boxes of cereal, but I'll get it back. Anyway, as always, if you're going to continue trading, it's about to be lunchtime, so I don't know what's going to happen. But
Lori Lee. Bye.
Definitely keep your head on the swivel. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.